Good morning, I'm Barbara Reyelts. 3 young Duluth men are dead following an early morning shooting in the East Hillside. The incident happened about 4 this morning at 8th Avenue East and 7th Street. Details are sketchy. Here's what we know so far. There was a party going on at the house. It was the 21st birthday party for one of the victims. People on the scene tell us there were allegations of a sexual assault of a minor during the party. We are told this led to the shooting. Duluth police have organized a news conference. They'll be releasing official information momentarily. We have Detective Bob Grittall on screen right now. Let's go to Bob Grittall, find out if the news conference is underway at this point. Bob Grittall is apparently waiting for some of the media people to come into the news conference. This is a tragedy. 3 young men. Apparently the men were 20 and 2 20-year-olds and 1 21-year-old. We take it now to Detective Bob Grittall, where he has a news conference with very little information. We're told there have been some arrests. 3 young men have been arrested. One was picked up at his home in Rice Lake Township this morning, I guess around 9 o'clock this morning, and with him was another potential suspect. Both of them have been taken into custody, or at least in for questioning. The bodies were removed from the house in the East Hillside at about 9 o'clock this morning. They are all dead. Once again, 2 20-year-olds, and it was the 21st birthday for another one of the victims. Once again, 3 men are in custody. At least one of them may be a juvenile. We'll take it now to Detective Bob Grittall.
I'm the Deputy Chief of the Investigations Division for the City of Duluth. And I'm sad to report that about 4 a.m. this morning, Duluth police were called to an address 816 East 7th Street on a report of a shooting. Upon arrival, officers peeked into the house and noticed there were people that had appeared to be seriously injured. The officers went inside and checked and found 3 people dead of apparent gunshot wounds. Since that time, the investigation has been continuing. And thus far, what it appears is that all the people at that residence were friends. They were all acquainted. There was some type of party going on. Something happened that one of the individuals was upset, became angry, went and got a large caliber handgun, returned, and shot 3 of the people. Other people in the house then got into a fight with the person and was able to get the handgun away from him. The person then fled the scene. The person was later located in Rice Lake Township and is currently being interviewed as to what occurred. The names of the victims won't be released until we're certain that all the next of kin have been notified, and the person who is being interviewed, his identity won't be released until the interview process is complete.
What are the ages of these individuals, both suspects and victims?
The suspect's 18 and the victims are in their 20s.
And do you know what precipitated the shooting? Did you have any indication what happened, what transpired at the party?
We're not really sure. We're looking into that. We're looking into that now.
Because we're hearing a bunch of rumors, so if there's anything you could lend that would maybe put that to rest.
Well, that's what, that's the decision we have to make, I guess. We'd like to make sure that we have a little more information because there was a lot of people there before we speculate or add as to what the motive was. But as far as we know, they were all friends. They drink and party and hang around together.
Was he saying anything when he entered the house, or did he just come in shooting? Was there any words that were expressed before or after?
I'm not aware that we know what he said before he shot.
Did he intend to kill everybody in the house? Do you think he was just going to go through until everybody was dead?
That's not real clear either. We're talking to other people who were there to see if we can get more information.
Was it his gun, or did he go get the gun from his parents? Any idea?
We're not exactly sure the ownership.
Was he arrested at his parents' home or his home?
He was at a friend's house.
Was there a second arrest? We agreed that there was a second arrest. Someone else.
No, we've interviewed two 18-year-old people that we believe entered the house And one of those was the shooter, and we're trying to determine what the other person's involvement was.
Were either of the suspects injured? We saw somebody being loaded into an ambulance after the arrest today.
I think the person who was alleged to have done the shooting got some bumps on the head when the people took the gun away from him, but I don't think they were serious injuries.
He was the one transported in the ambulance, though?
I don't know how he got, I don't think so, no.
All right, now, was it?
It's a large caliber handgun.
Do you have the specific caliber, Bob?
Yeah, but I won't tell.
Do you have the weapon?
Yeah, we have the weapon.
How did you get that?
One of the people that was at the party, one of the people that was at the home where the shooting occurred, confronted the shooter and wrestled with him and was able to get the handgun away from him.
How many shots were fired?
I'm not exactly sure.
Did they all come from that one weapon?
I'm not sure that either. These are some of the details. That
Well,
you
the
know, that
news
our
conference is going
investigation
on. There is, however, they're not releasing a lot of information at this point. Let me recap for you what was said during the news conference. The police
standing
apparently
there.
confiscated a large caliber handgun from the scene, which was the party in the East Central Hillside home. Apparently there was a skirmish after the original shooting, at least after the three men were shot. There was a skirmish. One of the people at the party was able to wrestle this handgun away from the shooter. The police now have the weapon. All of the people who were at the party were apparently friends, acquaintances. It was quite common for them to get together and are dead, 2 20-year-olds. It was the 21st birthday of the third victim. They have not released any of the names at this point. They are still notifying the next of kin of the victims in this tragedy. They are questioning at least 2 young men, 2 18-year-olds for sure, one of whom is a suspect. At this point, the police are not saying, obviously, who they are. The police now say that the young men may be students at UMD. In any case, we are following this situation. We are gathering information on the tragedy. We will keep you informed and have full details on Live at 5 and more information at 6 o'clock. Thanks for joining us.
We now return to our regularly scheduled program. KBJR TV will monitor these events and will keep you advised of new developments.